This jacket is about to be hella loud. Hey Latchkey kids and driving mutants, so I'm Lady Shasha, Mistress of the Snark, and I just watched The Bride of Chucky. It makes sense that The Bride of Chucky would be a Universal Pictures monster movie because Frankenstein is a Universal monster and so is his bride. This was directed by Ronnie Yu, and where have I heard that name before? That's right, he was also the director of Freddy vs. Jason, which I recently just reviewed. This starts at the Lockport Police Department Evidence Depository, which has in evidence a hockey mask, a chainsaw, Freddy's glove, and a Michael Myers mask. A police officer is bribed by Tiffany to steal Chucky out of the evidence locker. Tiffany promptly ices the cop and rebuilds Chucky. Cut to, John Ritter is in this? I totally forgot about that. He is the guardian of one of our main characters, Jade. It's sad that he isn't with us anymore. He's also the chief of police and he doesn't want his niece dating the boy from the trailer park, Jesse. His friend tries to pretend to be her prom date so that she can go out. This late 90s hair is so bad. Holy frosted highlights, Batman. Also, these teen guys look 30 years old. Unfortunately, their plan doesn't work. Meanwhile, Jesse's neighbor in the trailer park just so happens to be Tiffany. Alexis Arquette is also in this when she was still male presenting. RIP to her as well. She acted well in everything that she was in. But of course, our stars of this are Brad Dourif as Chucky and Jennifer Tilly as Tiffany. You know how I just mentioned Bride of Frankenstein? That's what she was watching when Chucky murdered her and put her spirit into the bridal doll that she bought to taunt him with. Chucky tells Tiffany that in order for them to get their souls back into human bodies, that they'll have to go and get his Heart of Damballa amulet back that was buried with his human body. So Tiffany calls on Jesse to transport the dolls to the cemetery where Charles Lee Ray is buried. Jesse convinces Jade to run away with him, and they end up on a road trip with Chucky and Tiffany. Hilarious hijinks ensue. Let's get to the kills. John Ritter's was obviously an homage to Hellraiser. There's a thieving couple that Tiffany messes up with a champagne bottle to the ceiling mirror, which prompts Chucky to declare his love for her, and they have the funniest scene in the movie.
Have I got a rubber?
Yeah.
Tiff?
What?
Look at me. I'm all rubber.
Oh, that's right. Wait, I thought you were plastic.
Tiff,
What?
kiss me.
Okay.
I cracked up when I first saw that at the movie theater. Yes, I saw this in the movies. Don't judge me. I see you judging me. Don't judge me. It was free, I worked there. Anyways, if you've been here for any of my previous dollathons, you know that I love a killer doll movie. I love silly stuff like when Jade kicks Tiffany into the oven and then she pops out and starts biting Jade. I also love a great animatronic. They did a great job mixing animatronics with smaller statured actors for the Chucky and Tiffany stunts. I love how this ends as well, with them making it to the cemetery and then trying to do the soul transference. Both Chucky and Tiffany get killed, but just when you think it's over, Tiffany wakes up long enough to give birth to a baby that reminds me of the one from It's Alive, setting us up for a sequel. I enjoyed Bride of Chucky just as much as when I first saw it in the movie theater in the 90s. It still holds up to me. And with that, I'll be back in a moment to talk about The Seed of Chucky. Welcome back. Well, I've seen The Bride of Chucky multiple times. I haven't rewatched The Seed of Chucky since it first came out way back in 2004. So this was almost like watching it again for the first time. This opens with the Seed of Chucky having a dream sequence about killing a British couple on their child's birthday. He wakes up to his real life as a ventriloquist dummy in England. When he sees Chucky and Tiffany on TV, he realizes that he's not an orphan. Now that I'm rewatching this, is he meant to look like David Bowie? Is that why he's British? The movie within this movie that Chucky and Tiffany are in is called Chucky Goes Psycho. Jennifer Tilly returns playing an exaggerated version of herself. She's trying to get a role as the Virgin Mary from the director Redman. I did a whole little mini tribute to rappers and horror movies in my double feature review of Halloween H2O and Halloween Resurrection. Anyway, the Seed of Chucky makes it to Hollywood, and I don't know how they found the amulet of Damballa, but they have it, and they use it to revive Chucky and Tiffany. After they roast them for how they look, they realize that they are their parents, and they rename them Glenn Glenda. Chucky calls them Glenn because he thinks that they are male presenting, and Tiffany calls them Glenda because she feels that they are female presenting. There's a joke in this that you have to be a certain age to get.
But violence is bad, isn't it? They said so on TV.
Not violence. Violins. Violins are bad.
I say there should be more violins on television and less game shows. It's terrible the way things... What?
Mr. Teller, that was violence on television, not violins. Violence.
Oh, well, that's different.
Yes.
Never mind.
John Waters shows up in this as a paparazzo. He has a great kill scene. This effect looks pretty good. It's all ooey and gooey and just the way I like it. Speaking of effects, the animatronics in this look great. The movement is so smooth and the facial articulation is also very impressive. Just like in Bride of Chucky, Chucky and Tiffany are still trying to transfer their souls into human bodies again. But this time they orchestrate a pregnancy so that Glinda could also have a human vessel. There's also a side plot about Tiffany trying to give up killing. This movie is extra ridiculous and I'm here for it. While I don't rewatch this one quite as much as I do Bride of Chucky, I really like the story in this and I think the character of Glinda was way ahead of their time. I also really love the ending of this. At the time of this recording, both of these movies were available on Peacock TV. I say that because, like I always say, don't take my word for it, watch it for yourself. Just because I love something doesn't mean you won't hate it, and just because I hate something doesn't mean you won't love it. Side note, are you watching the Chucky series that's being played simultaneously on Sci-Fi Channel and the USA Network? Do you want me to review that? Let me know in the comments. Until next time.
Oh, God bless the little people.